Shudan man anu awayad, Shudan man anu awayad, Shudan ashone, and then the Asham Vohu formula once. Southward. Dadare gehan dine mazda yasni dade zarthushte namasate asha sev ishte aredve sura anahite asha one. The Asham Bohu formula once. Namo urva ere vanguhe mazdanhate ashaone. And the Asham Bohu formula once. Maunrem gauchethrem ashavanem ashahe ratum Yazamaede, and then the Asham Bohu formula once. Ma Boktar, Ma Yazad, Berasad, and then the Asham Bohu formula once. And we're on to the main program with this here. The Ardvi Sura Nyayesh is one that's like to be said every day, are on 5 days of the month. Asvendermad, Avan, Din, Ashis Vang, and Marispand. Oh, I don't remember which days of the month those are, but I think we get into that at the end of the book. Kshnaothra Aurahe Mazdau, and then the Asham Bohu formula once. Panameyazdan Ahura Mazda Kodai Awazuni Gorje Khore Awazayad Avan Arvi Surbanu Berasad Azhama Guna Patet Pashamanum Azharvastin Dushmata Duzhukta Duzvarshta Men Pagati Manid Nem Guft Awem Card Awem Just Awem Boon Bud Ested Az An Guna Manashni Gavashni, Kunashni, Tani, Ravani, Geti, Minuan, Oke, Awaksh, Pashaman, Pasagavashni, Papatet Hom, Kshnauthraurahe Mazdau, Taroedite, Angrahe Mainyeush Haeth Yavarstam Yat Vasna Therashotemem Staume Hashem Hashem Bohu formula thrice. Fravarane Mazdayasnu Zarathushtrish Vidaevo Ahoratakaeshu. And then the Ga of the day. You know, a lot of these things are to extra portions to prayers. Frasastayaecha. I said the period of the day, not the. I think I originally said the day, but anyways, I'm not sure, so I'm repeating. Apam vanguhinam mazdadhatanam aredu yau apo annahetayau ashaunyau vispanam cha apam mazdadhatanam vispanam cha urvanranam mazdadhatanam krishnautra yasnaecha vahmaecha krishnauthraecha thrasastayaecha yatahu vairyo zauta frame mrute atha ratush ashat chit hacha frashava vidhavau mrautu. And then the yatha ahu varial formula 10 times. Mraut ahuru mazdau spitamae zarathushtrae yaza esha mehim spitama Zarathustra yam arvim suram anahitam perathu frakam baeshazyam vidayevam ahuro takasham yasniyam anguhe astvayate vahmyam anguhe astvayate anhufranhanam ashonim vantvo franhanam ashonim gaethu franhanam ashonim shaetu franhanam ashonim dangu franhanam ashonim. The holy and wise Lord spoke unto Spitaman Zartosht. O Spitaman Zartosht, mayest thou praise her who is my Ardvi Sura. They should really retranslate everything, right? The righteous and undefiled water. The undefiled, wide-flowing, health-giving, opposed to the demons, acting according to the law of Ahura Mazda, worship-worthy. Well, I'm not worshiping water, but I'm relating these things. For the people of the material world, worthy of prayer, for the people of the physical world, life increases, righteousness, fertility of the flocks, righteousness, rendering the world prosperous, holy, more wealthy, and rendering other countries prosperous. The righteous, these characteristics. So, we're definitely praying for the things of this world, but we're praying for to be in line with the spiritual things that are so manifest that way. Yavispanam Arshnam Kshurao Yauzdadhaete Yavispanam Hairishinam Zandae Garewan Yauzdadhaete Yavispau Hairish Ish Uzameto Dadhaete Yavispanam Hairishinam Daetim Rathwim Paema Avabaraete, purifying the seed of the males, purifying the womb of all pregnant, for their giving birth, granting easy childbirth to females who bestows upon all females proper, timely milk. Remember all those names of God in Hebrew that you see the AL or the YH at the end? So we're knowing God through angels, and we're knowing God through the material world in this way, and, but you primarily pray to Ahura Mazda, and we're relating here, God saying, well, I've done this through this, no, it doesn't need all this explanation, but so Masitam Durat Frasrutam Yaste Avavaete Maso Yapa Vispau Immao Apo Yau Zema Paete Fratachante Ya Amavaete Fratachaete Hukairiat Hacha Pareangat Ave Zrayo Vurukashem. Famous, distantly, which is as great as all other rivers. That was the Ardvi Sura. One of those rivers that shares mythology with the so-called Hindu pantheon, which is as great as all of the rivers that's flowing on earth, whose greatness flows forth from the Mount Huka-Irya to the sea Bauru Kasha, and they think it connects to the Caspian Sea, so it's on the other side. Yauzente vispe karano zraya vurukashaya avispo maenyo yauzaete yathish ave fratachaete yathish ave frasgaraete Arvi Sura Anahita Yenge Hazangrem Vairyanam Azangrem apagzaranam kaschecha aesham vairyanam kaschecha aesham apagzaranam chathvarasatam ayarebaranam Avaspae naere berem nae. All the banks unite with the sea, Va'uru Kasha, and every river unites with the middle part, to whatever parts of the undefiled Ardvi Sura flows. She renders those parts prosperous, to whom belongs. To whom 1,000 amongst the rivers and 1,000 amongst the outlets. Any of these rivers or any of these outlets, a 40 days ride of a swift horse is required for a man. Now, some of the inspired sayings of Muhammad also talk about 40 days ride. Is a 40 days ride across the tree, the paradise, or from one end to the other? But here we're talking about something physical, which was pursued, but not quite, so it's sort of exaggeration of something. There's this area in Afghanistan that there was, that some of these rivers flow from the 7 gates of, something about the 7 in paradise, kind of follows the Afghanistan to Persia route. Angauscha ma'evangau apoa pangzaru vijasaete vispaesh avekarshvan yaesh hapta angauscha ma'evangau apo hamatha Avabaraete haminemcha zayanemcha hameapu yauzdadhaete harshnam udrau ha Athrinam Garewan Hakshtathrinam Paim. And so, I'm showing the difference between the Islam doesn't talk about, a central mountain and everything flows from that mountain or anything like that, but Zoroastrianism does, at least through this tradition that we're looking at. And so that can definitely mean something. Or it could just connect to something that's true to a much smaller extent. As I've said, every outlet of this river of mine penetrates into all the 7 regions of this one river of mine is uniformly sufficient in summer as well as winter. She is purifying my water, the seed of the males, the wombs of the females, and the milk of the mothers. And people would add Ha, or the chapter of Hatam, so we're gonna, from here to 20-something pages over, the Virash Otimem. So this is going to be a multi-program deal. You know, it's more optional to this. Ahatamcha Angushamcha Zatanamcha Azatanamcha Ashaunam Inha Jasantu Fravashayo Yoehish Baurare Paetyapem Nazdeshtayat Apat Hacha Manu Apo Dushmanange Manu Apo Duzvachange Manu Apo Dush Xiaothanae Maduzdaenae Mahashe Bishne Tebeshe Ma Moru Tebeshe Ma Verezano Tebeshe Manafiot Beshe Manhanu Wahme Fradhaete Apu Vangruhish Vaheshtau Mazdanhatau Ashaunish Yunu Airechinam Irkshaete Gaethanam Madha Nu Ame Fradhaete Apu Vanguhish Vaheshtau Mazdadhatau Ashaunish Yonu Airechinam Irkshaete Tanunam Yu Tayush Yu Hazango Yu Gadhu Yo Ashavaja Yu Yotumao Yo Nasuspao Yo Sperezvao Yo Araetevao Yo Ashamaungo Anashava Yo Mashyo Trvao Sastatem Ave Tbash Tbashao Paetyantu Ithyejao Isha Yu Idadha Ithyejao Yantu Yu Di Dadha. May the guardians of the righteous, of those that are, that have been, and those that are to be born hereafter come hither, who have made those from the nearest river, flowing forward, not the waters of ours, for a man of wicked thoughts. What you're going to bribe people because your thoughts? wicked words and wicked deeds. Not the waters of ours, for the man of wicked religion, for the tormentors of a friend, a priest and workman, not for one who torments his own kindred, not our efficacious, effective, best, pure waters created by Ahura Mazda, profitable to that person who desires to empty out our abundant settlements, not our efficacious, best, pure waters created by the holy wise God, beneficent to those who desire to empty out our healthy bodies, who rob and murder and kill righteous persons, addicted to evil magic, barriers of the dead, the wicked, the stingy, the sinful innovators, the evil oppressors, of the people. May the injuries come upon the above mentioned. May their evil desires lead them to destruction. Well, you hope that people become guided, perhaps, and not. Apogatava Ramoin Wem Yavata Zauta Yazaete Katha Zauta Ksata Vacha Apu Vangush Ish Yazaete Kuthra Bavat Heto Hizvau Yaze Anarethe Yazaete Kuthra Vacho Aveuta Yanhe Chakse Aethra Paetish Kuthra Tau Frayu Baban Kuthra Tau Eshudu Bavan Kuthra Tau Vratayo Bavan Yan Ahuru Mazdau Zarathustrae Fravavacha Frazarathustro Gaethabyo Astvaetemyo Avanjastim Parvam Apo Jain Yoish Zarathustra Paschaeta Ayyo Zauthrau Frambaroish Yauzdatau Dahmo Pairish Tau Iman Vachu Framru Apo Yanem Vuyasame Mazauntem Temme Dayata Yange Daete Paete Vango Nisrita Anaiwe Drukte Apo Ishtim Boja Indiame Purusarenham Amavitim Frazantinsha Kvaparam Yangau Pauscha Berejyan Naechischa Angau Yasaete Janae Nuit Snathae Nuit Maharkae Nuit Aenange Nuit Apayate. The waters, as long as the priest invokes praises, you are rejoicing in your place. How shall the priest consecrate the goodly waters with the word taught, if the consecration is contrary to the prescription? How will he be silenced? How will we apply the words which the Herbad taught him? How might that prayer be? In what way will the gratefulness be accomplished? How will that gift be made? About whom the holy God, the wise Lord, had spoken to Zarathustra.